Right, hi guys, hopefully welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, the henna in my hair is much lighter, but I want to chat to you guys, hopefully. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, hopefully. My uncle came yesterday, hopefully. He stayed at the gate because he has his parcels delivered to our house because he is a lorry driver and he's hardly ever in. And yesterday before I went in the shower, roughly, I had straight hair, and this is going to play a part into a little bit of soul searching that I need to do, roughly, and digging deep into what I really want to do with my transition. Because when it comes to transition, we're believed, roughly, to think that you need to be 100% feminine, that you should look a certain way, and that, like, literally. And something my uncle said yesterday played a part in that. And what he says to me, he says, you look better with straight hair. And he says to me, he says, you look like the stereotypical woman. And yeah, it's okay being looking feminine and that, and I do look female, roughly. There's not one aspect of me that people go out, that's a man. But it's the whole fact, roughly, that in society, roughly, we believe that we should look a certain way. And since yesterday, I've been really thinking about what I want to do. And yesterday, believe it or not, I was ready to cut ties with henna. Ready to cut ties with it. I really wanted rid of my henna, and the difference is, if I wanted to get rid of it right now, because I only applied it once, it'd be so easy to remove, but I'm not doing that, roughly. I love how my hair feels. It's so soft, it's stronger. And when I did my protein treatment yesterday, a lot of my curl pattern before I did it was still intact. You obviously can't tell because, for one, my hair's like frizzy. You can tell right in some places my hair, like down here, I have a lot of my curls still intact. But it's the fact, roughly, he says, roughly, you look like a stereotypical woman. Sorry, I can't pronounce it right. And I was thinking to myself, have I been taking looking feminine too far, and not well and truly being myself? Yeah, I am a transgender female, but is there such thing as trying to do things so natural that it's basically consuming me? And like my mum the other day, and literally she looked at my hair. This was before my protein treatment, because I just walked out the shower, and a lot of my curl pattern, she went, your curl pattern's still intact. She says, even though, roughly, you've been straightening your hair. And she told me, she says, you get that from me. She says, and it's really nice to see your curl pattern. She says, because I know you like having your hair curly as well. I says, I do. I says, I just get bored with having straight hair. And that, like, this year. And I told her, I said, I'm going to go do a protein treatment and that up. And what I did try doing a new technique. Remember when I told you I don't like to use gels and stuff to scrunch up my hair, because it shortens my hair and it brings out a lot of my features that I think that look masculine. And when I did that this year, I only used camilla oil, roughly, a frizz serum, and a leave-in conditioner, but I scrunched the product in. It brought a lot of my curls out, but what I ended up doing was re-wetting my hair and brushing it out, roughly. So yeah, my results most probably would have been a lot more curlier if I would have just left it. But I've got to do a lot of soul searching. One thing I do know that I want again are my stretched ears, and I want to take them back to the 00 gauge, which there was at, because I'm not happy with just ordinary ears. I've always loved the way stretched ears, I've always been. But for me, I dress a certain way with it. I don't really like to. I like wearing skirts now and then, but skirts are properly. They're not me. They never have been. I'm more a girl that loves knee-high boots, roughly either heels or flats, and I love to dress them up with jeans and a blazer and stuff like that. That's always been my aesthetic, and that will always be my aesthetic, and that lot. But my mum and everyone knows that keeping my hair strong and healthy is the best thing for me, because my hair has grown so much. Literally, it's so long, but I know I said I'd never talk about the subject about going naturally curly and that lot, but I really do miss having my curly hair, all those curls in my hair, and a lot of that is still intact. But the thing is, what is the stereotypical woman? Can you guys explain that? What, and maybe that as transgender females, maybe we're taking it a little bit too far. I mean, yeah, we want to pass and that lot, and no doubt I pass a little. Maybe I could do with a bit of makeup, but I don't like really heavy makeup, and I love to look natural, but not natural at the same time. And the other day when I was literally contemplating whether I should keep my henna hair roughly, right now you guys can't tell because of the lighting, but it is lightened so much to this really nice light copper, and I really like it. And I cancelled my subscription and then put it back on, because I was like, you know what, take a minute, roughly find out roughly if this is what you really want to do. Do you want to strip the henna? Because it'd be so easy when you have applied henna, roughly it can be quite easy to remove it, because if you do build up of henna, that's where the problem occurs. And I'm taking time to reflect and decide what I want to do. I've told my mum, I said loads of times, even my mum knows, I really want to embrace my naturally curly hair, but it's so hard because, for one, you're dealing with this kind of stuff where it's lost a lot of its curl pattern and it looks so crap. But I do have a lot of that, especially in these front pieces. This like, that's a curl, even though it's dead frizzy because of the way I did my technique this time and that lot. But I want to be natural and feminine, but I don't want to do the stereotypical female stuff. And that a lot of females now, quite a lot of them, they have stretched ears and that lot this year, but that's what I want. I want my stretched ears back. I want some part of me back, to, even though I'm in one sense referring back to the old me, old me, roughly. For me, that's still a part of me, roughly. I still love stretched ears and that lot. And oh god, what is going off? And I feel like if I do certain things, change a few things about how I'm currently feeling, I think I would actually feel better about myself, because just lately, I don't know, I feel like I'm off track, if that makes any sense. And it's like with my hair, I've been blonde many times since I was 17. And that lot. And then when I was thinking about it and that lot, I really love my hair. I love how it looks, it feels so much stronger. And when I did my protein treatment, this is how I know the difference from when before my I hennaed my hair and after I hennaed my hair. Before I hennaed my hair and that lot, and I did a protein treatment, I would end up with clumps of hair, because the after two-step protein treatment is very sticky, roughly, and if you've got weak brittle hair, literally it clings and you lose quite a bit of hair. But what I found with having my hair hennaed, it's made my hair stronger, more healthy looking, even though I don't really have any split ends because I trim my hair quite regularly, I noticed the other day when I was brushing it, I only ended up with a few hairs roughly that got stuck to my brush because of the Avogee 2-step protein treatment. And I've just got to do a little bit of, I'm going to call it soul searching. Roughly, I don't think my style's going to change all that much. It could do, you never know. But for me, as a person, I think I need to take a step back, reevaluate stuff. Obviously, I'm still going to make videos like mine. Next month, I'm coming up with a IKEA haul, and my mum's going to be adding a few things, so you won't see her stuff, but you'll see mine, because I'm going to buy my side cabinets and stuff. I'm just going to buy as much as I can. That's coming up next month, roughly. A Primark haul coming. Primark haul is coming this next month, roughly. But it's this month in one sense because I get paid 3 payments this time and that lot. But a Holland & Barrett haul is coming as well. It's going to be another Camilla oil, some multivitamins. What else was it? Oh, a new 7-in-1 leave-in conditioner from Holland & Barrett. And 3 more copper hennas and that art. But I'm sticking with henna, that's for sure. I definitely, and hormone alarm. I definitely, it's taken me a long time because every time I straighten my hair, I always say to my mom, I really want to embrace my naturally curly hair. But it's quite difficult. Even my mum says, yeah, because you have to go through the awkward stage of your hair looking like shit. And you do. And at the moment, I'm also on a weight loss journey. I'm a size 14 and I've lost so much weight in my stomach. My mum's noticed, and that literally because my stomach's the problem. But like she says, it could be my hormones roughly distributing the fat from my stomach into my hips because they have gotten wider. But it also could be the fact roughly through the years of eating meat as well, roughly, because that's full of fat. Meat is full of fat. That my body's finally detoxing because I have lost so, I know you can't really tell, but look, my stomach is so much flatter than it used to be. And if I do that, it's so much flatter. And yeah, the butt's got bigger. But I have to take a little bit of time off roughly to reevaluate what I personally need to do. And I know I've said it a million times, I did embrace my naturally curly hair. I did very well. In fact, roughly a lot of my curl pattern was back, and then I straightened my hair because I had enough of it roughly through the awkward stage. But I missed my hair so much. And I'm doing a lot of changes this year. I'm having a set of acrylics done next month on the 12th. And that is because roughly I've had my natural nails since I was 17. I am 30 years old and I'm 31 this year. And I feel that I've been walking the same path for such a long time. I feel like a big change really is needed. And I've had straight hair since I was 17. I've never embraced my natural curly hair. And I personally think roughly that I've been concentrating on looking a certain way and trying to please myself and others. and I don't think it's worked. I personally don't think it's worked. I feel trapped, roughly, and I don't know what to do. It's also like my uncle says to me the other day. He was like, "Oh, you need a boob job," and that. And I'm like, "Huh?" And that I said, "You do know I have 2 to 5 years for my breasts to grow." And he went, "Well, what cup size are you?" I says, "I'm a B cup," and that, like, literally. And I says they weigh quite a bit, even though they're a B cup. And that, and he says, "Oh, you should actually get roughly a boob job." And I'm like, I don't want my breasts too big. Like my mum told him, she says, "Nikki's breasts will grow what they need to be. Yeah, big breasts run in my family, but I'm going to be happy with what I have." And I do have B cup breasts. I won't mind literally if I ended up going to a C or even a D. But what I get is what I get, and I'm going to be happy with that. And like I told him, I says, I'm on a weight loss journey as well, roughly. There's a lot of stuff I've got to figure out. And just like many people, you know, during lockdown, they're embracing quite a lot of stuff. A lot of people are embracing the natural curly hair and giving up heat. I personally want to do that, roughly. I don't think straight hair is me anymore. And I know I've said this in the past, but what you have to realise is when it comes to natural curly hair, it's such a bitch to deal with, especially, you know, when you've been doing one thing for such a long time and then you're trying to embrace and train your hair to be a certain way. It can be a real problem, and that's what's currently going off with me. And that I've been looking at a certain way for such a long time, it's hard to let go. And my family, a lot of them, do not like my current hair colour, which is copper, kind of like a copper ginger colour. And it's such a light, yeah, you can see it, look how much my hair has lightened. It's such a nice copper colour right now. And when I do my roots, because this will eventually fade down even more, even though it's going to be stained. I'm on about leaving my roots on just for half an hour, just to see what that does. See if it goes kind of like this light copper colour, roughly, because if it is, I'll only leave, if I have to retouch the mid-lengths and ends, I think I'd only leave it on for about maybe 10 minutes just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. But roughly, even my mum says, roughly, she says straight hair's alright, but my hair's naturally curly. And one thing I've noticed is when my hair's straight, I lose a ton of hair. And it's because of all the manipulating and clamping your hair together. And days after, I start losing more and more hair. And to me that's a bad thing, because I do have a medium to thick texture. But when my hair's in its natural state, I don't really lose that much hair. I don't know how to explain it. But I know this is a long video and I'm going on a bit of a rant, but I feel that I need to get this off my chest. And that, have you guys ever been in that kind of situation where you've been looking a certain way for your whole life and you find it hard to let go of something? Believe it or not, tomorrow I am purchasing my ear stretching kit. I know some people don't like the ear stretching kits, but I'm going to be using them. I'm also going to be using the in-between sizes. No, I am not filming it, because loads of people criticise loads of people. And when I first stretched my ears, it went very much alright. Roughly, my ears stretched up very easy. So I want to make sure, roughly, that everything goes okay with this stretching again. But I've noticed, you know, since going on my 3-month blocker and going up in dose, now that they're matching up together, I'm starting to feel a certain way. I'm starting to get more emotional, and I can feel myself getting a little bit emotional right now, which is a little bit strange to me because I never used to be like this. And it's like when I wore my B-cup bra, because I'm now on my 3-month dose, because it's just a regular bra, it's not push up or anything, and I feel my whole bra now, and that my strap was loose now because I have more weight right here. The straps have pulled down into my skin, and I can tell the difference because these now feel more heavier. And when I'm turning over at night time, I can feel the weight of my breasts, and they slightly clap as well. So I don't know if I'm going to end up being a B cup, because I can tell wearing this top right now, even though I'm currently a B cup, roughly, I think my breasts are going to develop a lot more. And it's just, I'm just kind of struggling at the moment, because the problem with most men, I'm sorry I'm going to say this, but the problem with quite a few men is literally they like a woman to look a certain way, roughly, and they think that she should look like that. I'm getting that from basically the men from my family. And now, oh, you look better this way, you should look this certain way, you should have bigger boobs, you should have breast implants, and that are literally, and it's like, my transition's only just begun. I don't know what's going to happen. Believe it or not, since going on my 3rd blocker, I noticed it the other day, my skin is so much clearer, and literally it's so much softer in appearance. You can tell, Wolfie, it's so much softer in appearance, and it doesn't look as harsh. Can you see? And I'm starting to notice my face is changing shape again. It's rounding out even more, even though I have a bit of a chubby neck. But you can tell that my face, even in this mirror, it's rounding out even more. My shoulders are less broad, and my hips are getting bigger, my butt's getting bigger. I'll show you. Can you see? I've got bigger hips and I've got a bigger butt as well, look. I am a class as a big size 14, but I went from a size 20 to an 18 to a size 16 without even knowing it, and to a size 14 without even knowing it, roughly, and that's due to the fact I'm cutting a lot of junk out, roughly. I do have 1 or 2 treats a week, roughly, but that's what I do. I love salads. I always have, but because I don't eat meat, I add tuna and stuff, roughly, because I eat fish and I eat dairy. And I also add in brown rice, I add in chickpeas, red kidney beans. I add a lot of protein in my stuff, and that literally, and I feel so much better than I have in years. It's unreal. But thing is, roughly, I really need to do what I need to do. And I personally think, roughly, that doing these kinds of changes is really going to help me emotionally and physically, because a lot is changing. My face is changing, and literally it's gotten so much softer in appearance, and my face shape is changing. My mum, she's told me loads of times, she's like, oh Wolfie, you're losing a lot of fat in your face, and that I don't think it's going to my cheeks, and that because my cheeks really, they've changed a little bit, there's a bit more fat in it, but that's not really going to change. But the biggest change, even my mum says to my uncle the other day in that literally, it was like, Nicky hasn't got breasts. My mum, Nicky fucking has got breasts, you can tell he's developed. And yes, my mum calls me he, sometimes she calls me she. It's okay because this is my family. But my mum, she's told me loads of times roughly that you can tell, even my older sister, and that like when we've met up in town and stuff, you know, even though it's due to COVID and that we meet sometimes and that literally, and it's nice. And even my sister's told me, she says, you can tell roughly you've developed breasts, she said, because they look fully developed. And now where I wear a bra, and when I wear a bra, even though I look pretty flat here, they are developed. When I wear my bra, it basically enhances my breasts, and literally they've developed so much, it's unreal. And I cannot wait to see more changes. I know some of you are kind of peed off that I'm talking about, oh, I want to grow my curly hair out, my hair curly again. But like I've explained, it is so hard when literally you've been one way for your whole life and then trying to retrain yourself to do something different there. It's really weird. And I've said it before, I love seeing my natural curls. And even my mum likes it with that. And I'm not doing this for like my mum and my family. I'm doing this for me, roughly, because this is what I need to do. I feel like a big change is needed. You know, due to COVID and that, hairdressers aren't open. I do my own hair. I do my own haircuts. I've been doing that for years. I've been to a professional twice, and I just love doing my own hair. I don't like having hair gel and stuff in my hair because it shrinks my hair so it looks dead thin. And yeah, you see the wave curl / wave pattern, but it brings out a lot of my features that I don't like. It makes me look more masculine. When my hair is like this, yeah, it looks dead messy and that literally, but it just softens my skin roughly, and it just makes me look more fresh. And even if my wavy hair comes back, which I think it will, or curly hair, I'm really unsure if my hair's curly or wavy, and I've said this before, I've never known my curl pattern, and I'm dying to see roughly what it is, because to me it looks wavy, but personally it could be naturally curly, but it's been damaged throughout the years. So once that damage is gone, I would be able to see if my hair's curly or straight, curly or wavy. And I'm going off on one, and this is nearly 30 minutes long, and I'm sorry for that. But let's do a little bit of soul searching and see where it goes. One thing that I'm happy in seeing is the fact my skin is becoming more softer, more feminine, and more nicer in appearance now. It just looks so nice just to see. And when it comes to makeup, I do like to wear makeup, but I like to keep it natural on that part, and I know I said about natural and now. That's one thing I like to do, is keep my hair, my face natural. Now as for my hair, we all know my hair's light brown, but I really like having this henna colour, And that lot, yeah, it's faded quite a bit, but it's such a pretty colour. But that's it, roughly. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you're going to be part of this whole new journey. And we're going to be seeing a lot more changes this year, physically and emotionally and physically for me, roughly, because I want to change a few things, roughly. And I'm actually looking forward to it. Oh, it's going to be so different. But I just can't wait to get things sorted. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. And I hope you guys understand. Bye.